Can the Supreme Court go to jail? Oh, this is going to be a big one. Hey, I'm going to break down to you the pathway that Supreme Court could have to go to jail and why all of us would love to see them go away. Okay, so listen to the total end of this total video, because I'm going to break down details many people don't even know about, including how the heck I got this camera working. All right, got it working. All right, and we'll get started. My name is Darren Monroe. I worked on Kamala Harris's campaign. I have 30 years marketing, branding experience, Universal DreamWorks, MCA. On this channel, I take you from chaos to clarity. Speaking of clarity, I'm doing a book club for Kamala Harris, for Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days. But we're doing a different thing. It's 170 days, 107 days between the lines. So I'm talking about between the lines. It starts tonight. I'm speaking tonight. Make sure you join my Clarity group. It's on sale right now. The Clarity group is only a third of the price. It's going to triple up in price. So you want to get in, click the link in the details of the videos or in my homepage. All right. So let's go. Can the Supreme Court go to jail? The answer is yes. Like any human being, they can go to jail. There's never really been an indictment except for lower courts. There have been federal judges who did get indicted for bribery and gone to jail, but never a Supreme Court person. It starts with indictments, impeachments that happen from Congress. The problem is in this particular administration, ain't happening. However, listen to me carefully. We got 2026 coming up. We got 2028 coming up. But there's something else I point out in the Clarity group. There are investigations, 9 different types of investigations, one of which into the Supreme Court. Because you feel like something's up, don't you? Yeah, me too. Something's up because the votes that they're doing, it's not that they're doing something that's conservative. We expect that. They're conservative judges, 6 out of them out of the 9. However, what they're doing is a little weird because right now, they are voting against their own branch. When you cut national injunctions for the first time, and people are like, wait, why would you cut the power of your own fellow judges? There's something weird going on. Somebody knows something. Are they on the Epstein list? Maybe. Do you think they're on the Epstein list? Put Epstein in there. Put judges Epstein list. And then who do you think? Clarence? Is it Roberts? Who is it? Who is it? What's going on? There are people, very powerful, wealthy people who do not like Trump. Understand, out of the 900 billionaires and the 22 million plus millionaires in America, we are the wealthiest in the world. And I'm telling you, they are watching. They are watching and they don't like this guy. And not everybody's this man's friend. Remember, he got kicked out of New York. New York wealthy can't stand him, and it ain't just New York, baby. I'm trying to get you to understand the bigger picture here is that are they being investigated? Yes. But there's all sorts of things that break down into taking out a judge. It will not happen in this administration, and it's going to be a lot of evidence to present in the next one to get out a Supreme Court judge. But here's the beautiful good news, the super good news. That's why I say keep listening. We're in an era right now where you can't hide shit. You can't hide nothing. How do we know? How do we know, Hegseth? I mean, the audacity that Hegseth told the press saying we're going to sue you, or unless we're going to sue you, or we're going to go after you if you don't report what we say. Report, press. We give you a chance to come to the Pentagon and you talk about something else, we coming after you, which is hilarious. Why? Because all you need is a Signal account and you'll get an invite from this dumb son of a bitch illegally going. I mean, this is a hot mess. There's so many people going to jail out of the Trump administration. It's a whole line. So if you think it's Supreme Court, man, that's the longest. Let me break down who's going to jail because I promised you in the previous video, and make sure you watch the previous video. Did I earn your subscription yet? Oh, just keep listening. Here's the thing. I promised you I would talk about who's going to jail. So let's list it down. It may be hard for the Supreme Court. There's one way that Trump could go to jail, and I'll explain that in a minute. Just hang on to the end. Here's the thing. The people I know who could be going to jail start with the ICE. ICE is going. They have broken so many laws, so many rules. It's going to be bigger than just class action suits. They're walking into it. Plus, they're part of deporting American citizens. You see, I wrote something in the Clarity Group under the Classroom tab when you join the Clarity Group. Link in the description over in the homepage. Get in while it's on a super sale right now. Now, here's the thing. And you lock in the price forever. Here's the thing. Right now, these guys have broken laws and put people out of this country. Them, custom agents, Homeland Security, State Department, big trouble. And I'm talking about people who don't have big political names and backup. These are everyday people who say, I was just following my job. Yeah, right to jail. First of all, you're going to lose your job, then you go right to jail. That's the first line of people. You know who the second line of people going to jail right now for? You know the second line? It's going to be anybody that was supportive police that backed up any harming or deporting of people that didn't belong to those departments. Maybe they were supportive, part of the state of Texas, anyone, especially those red states, Ohio and blah, blah. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble. Here's the other thing that's going to put people in jail. The next group that's coming out of that, not a lot of people think about this, but let me lay it on to you like this. The next line of things, there are 3 things that I talk about. There's like 8 investigations of Donald Trump. I did a report on that in the back end, the Clarity Group, again, under Classroom, under Clarity Reports, okay? And one of the top things other than the deportations is Doge and Elon. They're going to get those Doge people to turn on Elon. You know what Doge worked with Elon on too? The campaign. And you know what was stolen. By the way, I have a 2024 election report that I'm doing an update, a part 2 to coming up. And yes, they know. And they're going to use Doge to really reveal Elon, which is going to be a big reveal. They're in trouble. You know who else is in trouble for deportation? Stephen Miller. How do we know? Judge Boasberg for the Alien Enemies Act and Judge Zennis for the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case almost put them in contempt of court. And they ran to try to get out of it so hard. Oh, man, they tried hard. Understand this. They are afraid of the courts. I don't care what Trump and anybody else in the Trump administration beat their chest about. Trump is immune. Now, here's the interesting part about that. His people aren't. How do we know? They asked Trump. Trump's so stupid. They asked Trump. They said, Trump, you're going after Obama. Don't you realize he's in trouble? He said, don't you realize he's not in trouble because he's he's got immunity? And Trump said, yeah, I know, but his people don't. Now, if anybody around Trump heard that, that should have been a light bulb moment for him if it ever was. His people ain't immune to jack shit. All of them in trouble. And one of the top ones is Stephen Miller. How do I know? Because in the Judge Boasberg and the Judge Zennis case, both of them mentioned Stephen Miller. He's in trouble. Here's the other ones that are going. One of the top ones is Kash Patel. He's hiding and lying. Right along with Pam Bondi. Those two are the 2 biggest gangsters in trouble, especially over the Epstein. But what about the Tom Homan thing? Tom Homan's going to jail. Yes, the Bordazar is going to jail. He accepted $50,000 bribe, undercover federal agents. He's going to jail, jail. And the way it went down was amazing because it wasn't entrapment. It was him accepting money. Even Jasmine Crockett explained that. Like, oh no, he was shopping because he knew he was getting in that position. He was shopping, and they paid him $50,000. He's getting ready to work. He's getting ready to be on kitchen duty. That's what Tom's going to be on, kitchen duty. There's some others going in. Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard revealing too many secrets. Top secrets. How do we know? Signalgate. There's no way in the world all that shit that came out of his mouth on Signalgate should have went that way. Why didn't Trump come after him? Oh, easy. Trump's so stupid. He's sharing his stuff on Truth Social, another unprotected site. And he mistakenly sent out, instead of a private message to Pam Bondi, he sent it out and it went public. And everybody saw it because he's a dummy. He's an idiot savant. He got some very savant-like ways, but this was the idiot who did that. So what will make Trump go to jail? Let's talk about that. Do you know there are thousands of federal investigators who are without jobs? Why am I smiling, y'all? Do you know there are wealthy people, and I explain this in my Clarity group, there are wealthy people who are financing many of these people as consultants. And some of these people working on their own because they pissed. God forbid you fuck with an independent federal worker, everyday worker. It's not going to be a big name like Jack Smith coming for you or Letitia James coming after you. No, motherfucker. It's going to be straight up a everyday worker out of Omaha or somewhere over in Poughkeepsie or somewhere over. And I'm telling you, Punxsutawney, you know what I'm saying? They're going after it. I'm trying to tell you right now, everyday federal investigators are the ones who rock. You know how we know? Because that's the same type of people that took down Al Capone. You can't even name the person that took down Al Capone. The real truth here in Chicago that most people in Chicago don't even know is that Trump, they know that Al Capone went to jail, but they don't know. And they know he went through IRS tax evasion, but what most people don't understand is who did it. It was an unknown paper pushing nobody from the government. It was the IRS agency before it was the IRS agency. And here's the interesting part about that. It was business people, listen to me, they're called the Secret Six. Look it up. Business people that had him investigated. They didn't know until these business people were damn near dead because they knew their lives would be in trouble if anybody knew. That's happening right now with Donald Trump and his administration. Them people going to jail. And the way Donald Trump's going to get caught up could be one core thing. Thank you for waiting to the end. Donald Trump's going to get caught up through grifting. This grifting that he had with these meme coins, the grifting he's doing with, trying to get Kimmel off, this is all out in the open. Out in the open. He's dead. It's over. It's over if they can catch him. If Kamala Harris gets into office, and I believe she'll be the next president, I don't care what she said. That's not my focus. Yeah, okay, whatever. Here's the thing. She get into office, it's going to be that ass. Oh, my God. It is on. And I think anybody, even Newsom get in office, it'll happen, but Kamala is the one I think coming to office. I'm telling you right now. Years in advance, I'm telling you right now. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. And all you got to do is sit there and wait. What you got to do during this time is build a better you and be at better peace with yourself. And this social media stuff ain't good enough. I created a private community called Clarity because they won't let me put out the truth on social media. They're afraid of Trump. And you see why, Kimmel, Colbert, all, But here's the other thing, is that you have to build a better you in your mind and heart. Ask yourself this, what kind of personal development are you really developing in your head? I also have a moneymaker group, and I ask that question too. It's like, what are you doing with your money? Are you monetizing your message? Are you monetizing your opinion? Or are you just sitting there having it? And that doesn't mean in politics, it could be in anything. There's a lady right now who's making $20,000 a month who's just sewing and teaching people sewing. Another one doing $12,000 a month knitting. There's another person out there right now who teaches bowling and does $6,000 a month. He's gotten up to $6,000 a month in the last 5 months. There are people right now who are just screencasting their local cities who make money from that. It's people who do the actions that make the money. All you're doing is monetizing your opinion on whatever, whether it's here or whether it's just an image without your face. You don't need a bunch of AI. They trying to sell you the AI stuff. Yeah, they tried to do that with me too. And all of my people, we figured out we don't need a bunch of AI. The simpler we keep it, the better it is. Think about it like South Park. South Park's incredible, right? But they got little bitty, teeny You know, the graphics ain't shit. They're not looking for the graphics. It's the content. That's what I teach in my Moneymakers group. But in my Clarity group, I'm teaching, listen, how do you be a greater peace? 100%. Join our families. All right? Click the links in the bio. Did I earn you a subscription now? Let me know. I hope so. All right? In the meanwhile, watch the next video.